right, Pisces, welcome to your weekly reading for October 6th to the 13th. I am Charlene Lizette. Whether you are new or whether you are returning, a massive thank you to you. Either way, I hope you click subscribe and become a part of our collective. All right, Pisces, let's take a look and see what is going on for you guys this week. There's a couple of things that you do need to be aware of astrologically. We have the South Node in Virgo conjunct Venus. That peaked around like the 3, 4, 5, but you're still going to feel the like after effects of it. For those of you that have a Pisces rising, this is happening in your 7th house of partnerships, relationships, business negotiations, any sort of union, partnership, collaboration, contract. And so, you know, even though we have this nice trine happening between Saturn in Pisces and Jupiter in Cancer, really supporting long-term growth and long-term expansion, that South Node in Virgo and that Venus conjunction could have you releasing certain ideologies, certain belief systems, criticism, judgment, connections that have just ran their course. You know, Venus in Virgo is not ideal. It's not like you don't necessarily like want it to be there. She doesn't like being there. Because, you know, Venus is all about love, beauty, harmony, aesthetics, luxury, sensuality, like all like the luxurious things. And Virgo is like, Venus in Virgo is very like less is more. And Venus is more. So it's like, what? You know, there's a little bit of like a interesting energy happening. Look, if the relationship's meant to wrap up, wrap it up, baby. You know what I mean? Like, us Pisces people can be so attached to things, and then there comes a moment in time where we're just like, and we're done. And we're done. Wrap it up. So if you're at that place in your life, Pisces, then that's okay, right? Just, you know, think about the long term of it, right? Like, is this something that you desire long term? Is it working for you? Is it feeling your needs, your wants, what you require? And look, this doesn't have to be romantic in nature. This could be a business thing, right? Like, it could be a business contract. It could be, you know, a negotiation, a deal, a job. Anything to do with spiritual unions, contracts, relationships. So that's the 7th house, partnerships, okay? So let's dive into this reading here because... Sorry. There you are. Hello. This is us. Yeah, I feel like you're in your power. I feel like you're in your power though. I feel like you're realizing your magic. You know, we went through the eclipse season in September. And now, you know, you're on the other side of it, right? Saturn has returned back into Pisces. I think it's going to hit all the way to like 24, 23 degrees. So like, just look at where you have Pisces in your chart. If you want to book a session with me, we can do the astrology together down in the description box below. I am putting together a whole video on how to learn to read your natal chart as well. Okay. What I'll say is Saturn in Pisces can feel really restrictive. Saturn in Pisces, you know, really grounds the illusion, the dreamy vision. Now, I do like the trine happening with Jupiter because there is like a blessing coming, but not without the work. Like, you may find yourself having to put in a little bit of extra work over the next few months, and then Neptune's retrograding back into Pisces. And that's just going to add a whole other flair to it. So from now until January, my advice, and I've said this to all my Pisces friends, just put those blinders on, focus on what you know, focus on diligence, structure, discipline, hard work, you know, faith, but also faith with systems, right? So like, this is applying yourself. We can't just be in like this manifesting realm and not doing things. Saturn expects us to put in the energy, put in the work. So if this is with respect to your body, go get going, get exercising, change your eating habits. If this is with respect to your skincare, you know, maybe you don't like your skin, like I've been talking about that over on IG. So what are you doing about it, right? Like, Saturn expects you to do something about the things that you're not happy with. What are you doing? Take action, you know, enough of the dilly-dallying, okay? So that's my advice overall. In the reading, I see the same energy here. There's a lot of masculine energy in your reading this week. We have 2 major arcana, the Hierophant and the Emperor, both masculine energy. Masculine is doer energy, whereas female energy, feminine energy is receptive energy. So the 9 of Swords, overanalysis, paralysis, anxiety, stress, worry. Knight of Swords, quick action, quick movement, you know, maybe even impulsivity here. But it's like your mind goes from like this place of like mental anguish to like, now I know what I gotta do. Why are you being so spastic, bro? Just relax, okay? And I say that with all the love in the world because I'm a spaz too. So anyways, all this to say, Nine of Swords to the Knight of Swords to the Hierophant. The Hierophant is turning around and telling you to follow, again, the tradition, the conformity, the structure. So again, if this has to do with your work, show up every day, putting in the work. If you're a creative like I am, I can't just sit around right now and pick my nose. You got to be doing stuff, right? If you paint, go paint. If you sing, go sing. Whatever work you do for a living, you got to apply yourself, especially if you want to reach these next goals with the Hierophant here. And the Hierophant is also turning around and saying, you apply that conformity, that tradition, that discipline, that structure, that commitment, okay, that spiritual commitment, babe, you will see the rewards, okay? Like, you won't be able to stop this. There's no denying it. There's no blocking it, okay? It's like work, you will see. Work, you will see. If you do not work, you will not see. So do the work, right? Especially now. Yes, Pisces people can manifest effortlessly, la. Right now, Saturn is telling us, put in the work. The Page of Cups to the Knight of Cups. Here we have, to the King of Cups. More masculine energy. Like, the only girl here is the crying girl. Everyone else is a man. And the Page could be, you know, either or. Some say it's a woman, some say it's a man. I don't really care. I'm just talking about masculine, feminine energy. I'd say the Page is more feminine energy. That would be my advice. The King of Cups to the Emperor. If you sit emotionally mature, emotionally steadfast, grounded, focused, you use your emotions as your superpower, you will see success. You will, with the Emperor here. This is about realizing that you are building and co-creating your empire. And so what is required of you right now, Pisces, to co-create that empire of yours? What does your dream look like? Like, what does your dream life look like? Who's in it? How much money are you making? Like, get so darn specific and then take actionable steps every single day. No one's saying you got to figure out it in like 5 seconds, but like, do it, you know, do it. We have retrograde here. I can't remember if we have any retrogrades happening in October. Honestly, I haven't even looked, to be honest. But retrograde energy is about introspection, self-reflection. It's about retrograding, going back, reset, reflect, redo, you know, all that stuff. Messenger series energy, bringing harmony and balance, and humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Yeah. So as you are, you know, creating these changes and really putting in this effort, this work into your life, realizing, yeah, you're magic. You can pick this up, by the way, down in the shop, okay, in the merch. You know, realizing you are the magic, realizing you have the power. There's also this place here where you got to get out of your head and get into action. I don't want to see you guys like, it's nothing written down for me. Drives me nuts. 10 of Wands, 7 of Cups. And I'm like that too sometimes, but like now I know that's like lower octave Piscean martyr victim energy, and I get out of it real quick because I don't have time for that. That might be my Aries that comes out. That's like, ain't nobody got time for that. The 7 of Cups, 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, King of Swords. Yeah, like get your head out of your ASS and get to work. All right, let's dive into your love reading, see what's going on in love. I feel like you needed that today. I'm sorry. I love you. I know we're mushies and we're crybabies and we're all these things, but like, get to work. 4 of Cups here in your love life. What the heliante? Oh my God. 9 of Wands. Okay, what's going on in love? Yeah, maybe some of you are, you know, feeling like, and 9 of Swords. Okay, 3 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Maybe some of you are feeling some challenges here in your love life. Maybe some heaviness. If you're in a committed relationship, maybe there's a situation here with your committed relationship where there's just like apathy or boredom or a lack of excitement, and there could be some conflict going on between you two. There's that, like, you know, that South Node Venus energy. 10 of Pentacles here. You know, if you're single like a Pringle, this is obviously not a committed relationship, but like you're going out and you're actively dating. I just see you, actually, what I'm going to tell you, yeah, devil. My advice to you, if you are single like a Pringle, like you're not talking to anybody, you're out there actively looking for love, my advice to you is that this week probably isn't the best week to be out looking for love, and that's because of that Venus in opposition to Saturn with that South Node. So it could feel like I'm lonely. It could feel like, why haven't I found a partner yet? But Source is really wanting you to divert that energy, especially in the earlier half of October, towards yourself, towards your goals, towards your evolution, and then knowing that as you journey through, the right people are going to stick around, or the right people are going to come in and the wrong ones will leave, right? If you are dating, like you're in, I don't do situationships, but if you are in a situationship, I think you're going to get bored of this person. to be honest. Actions speak louder than words. Pay attention to the actions. If they ain't doing, if they ain't showing up, choose to focus on the lighter side of life and say, arrivederci, instead of letting yourself sit in the drama, you know, and like the over analysis paralysis and the anxiousness. Okay. That's your reading for this week, babe. I know I was direct to the point. Sorry, no softy Charlene today. Okay, if you want to book a session, you want to work with me in any capacity, it's down in the description box below. Here is this video to help you with manifesting your dream life. Get going, get to work. All right, we will see you later, alligator. Peace out. Bye.